ChatGPT have launched a game-changing new feature for us language learners, so I'm going to show you several different ways you can use it to practice languages, and each is more exciting than the last. So first, what exactly is the new feature that OpenAI have launched, and why is it so amazing for language learners? Well, if you have tried using ChatGPT Voice, which is where you get to talk with ChatGPT, whilst it definitely was helpful, there were still quite a few problems with it. A main one for me was that if I was speaking in, say, German, and I paused for even like 1 second, it would often cut me off and start talking over me, and then I'd have to tell it to stop and tell it that I wasn't actually finished yet, and then I'd have to try and remember where I was, and because of these delays as well, if I asked what another word was, it would take a little bit to get back to me. But the other issue was that it may provide one correction or two towards the end of what I said, but it wouldn't provide corrections for what I had said earlier on. That led me to get quite frustrated, so I typically wouldn't use the ChatGPT voice feature too often. So when I heard that OpenAI had updated ChatGPT voice, I was particularly interested in knowing if it would actually make live conversations more useful. So the new feature is called ChatGPT Live, and it's a voice mode feature that allows the AI to respond to you in real time. So before I show you what it can actually do, let's get it set up. So you open the ChatGPT app, or you can open the browser. You just click on ChatGPT Voice as you would usually. So the first thing I use ChatGPT Live for is something that I think could be incredibly useful if you're scared of speaking your language in the real world, but you have certain scenarios where you are going to need to. Because even after studying French in school for years, once I had to open my mouth to have a conversation with a native speaker, my brain would go blank. I'd start worrying about making all these mistakes. The problem is that the only real way to get over fear of speaking is to speak. But how can you actually practice speaking in a way that feels safe, where nobody's going to judge you and you're not going to be stressing about making mistakes? This is where I think role play with ChatGPT Live can be really, really powerful. So you should pick a scenario that you know you're going to need in the real world. I'm going to be going to Mexico, so I know that I'm going to need to check into my hotel. So you can send ChatGPT a prompt such as, let's roleplay this scenario. I am checking into a hotel in Mexico and you are the receptionist.
Buenas tardes, bienvenida al hotel. ¿Tiene una reservación?
Buenas tardes, sí tengo una reservación sobre el nombre de Corina.
Perfecto, Corina. ¿Me puede mostrar su pasaporte, por favor?
Sí, ¿tiene mi pasaporte?
Muy bien, todo está en orden. Su habitación es la 204. Aquí tiene su llave. El ascensor está a la derecha.
So by the time I actually have to check into that hotel, I've already done it before. But you might be wondering, what happens when I make mistakes? This is where I think Live gets particularly interesting for language learners, because now with the update, we can control how and when we are corrected. Sometimes when having a conversation with a native speaker or a tutor, I've often found that it's sometimes more helpful just to wait until I've finished speaking my kind of paragraph and then for the teacher to correct me afterwards. However, sometimes when I am wanting to get corrected every single time I make a mistake, then getting cut off and having those interjections with corrections has also been quite helpful. So ideally, it'd be great to be able to talk to someone or something that knows when to let me keep speaking and when to correct me. And that's something you can now prompt ChatGPT Live to do. So in the hotel roleplay scenario, it's very unlikely that in real life, someone's just gonna cut me off and start correcting my Spanish. So I can also add on to the prompt and tell Live to wait until after the roleplay is finished to give me corrections. But I can also specifically tell it to cut me off to correct me instantly. Or I can tell it to wait until there is a natural pause in the conversation to give me corrections and vocabulary suggestions.
Voy a México para de vacaciones con mi pareja y estoy muy emocionada para viajar porque ese año no ya viajé
No he viajado.
no he viajado el extranjero con
Aquí sería al extranjero.
al extranjero.
Another thing I've been experimenting with is using ChatGPT Live to play language learning games. And I think this is really useful because number one, it's fun, but also number two, playing a game can force you to practice language spontaneously. Because when practicing speaking, it's very normal for us to typically talk about the same sort of topics, your hobbies, what you did last week, what your travel plans are going to be. And that is all useful, but games give you a specific task, which may include using some vocabulary or some language that you're not used to. So you can play some language games with ChatGPT Live. For example, one game could be 20 questions. So you could give it a prompt such as, I want to play 20 questions. I have thought of something. Can you ask questions? And try to guess. And this tests your listening. Or you can say, I want to play 20 questions. Please think of something and I will ask questions and try to guess. And this practices your speaking.
Tiene 4 patas.
Sí.
Suele ladrar.
No entiendo ladrar.
Ladrar es el sonido que hace un perro.
No.
Entonces, maulla.
Sí.
Creo que es un gato.
Sí.
¿Es un gato?
Sí, sí.
Genial.
So there's so many different games you could play out there. This is just one of over 70 activities in my language activity generator, which is a GPT, which is basically a customized version of ChatGPT. It asks you a couple of quick questions about your language, your level, and if you have a particular goal. And then it suggests tailored activities to you, but also some resources so that if you're getting stuck and you're not exactly sure what to do, you can get started right away just in a few seconds. And as a bonus, you can also get the Notion library of all of the activities that are used behind the GPT. I have a link to that in the description if you want to check it out. The next way to practice with ChatGPT Live is very straightforward, and it's to ask it to do a dictation. It will read you a text or come up with some words, and you will have to write it out or even type it out, and you can send it in the chat while you're talking to it. Then you can also ask ChatGPT to correct it for you.
So I've just literally asked it what prompt to give me for a dictation exercise because the problem is that sometimes it can go too fast. Any problems you have, just tell it and then it will tell you what prompt to give it.
Primera frase, despacio. Aunque estaba cansado, decidió salir a caminar un rato. La repito aún más despacio. Aunque estaba cansado, decidió salir a caminar un rato. Y ahora un poco más natural. Aunque estaba cansado, decidió salir a caminar un rato.
So the cool thing is that you can tap on the screen to see the words that are coming up, but you can also tap again and it'll hide it. So you have the two options.
Now, the next one is one of the most unique things that I've found with ChatGPT Live. And when I saw this demonstrated in an OpenAI video, I was shocked, but also a little bit skeptical as to how well this would actually work or not. But you can actually use ChatGPT Live to remove some of the barriers that would stop you from using your target language in everyday life. So for example, I love language learning, but my partner and my family don't speak or aren't learning the same languages that I'm learning. But I've always found it really fun and wanted to kind of bring my family into it. And so sometimes people have gone onto Google Translate, for example, typed something and then hit the speaker thing, and I'd have to listen to it, understand them.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
And then I'd say something back and then they would translate it back. But another example is watching TV with my partner because maybe we want to watch something in English, but I feel like practicing my Spanish. Or maybe I want to watch a movie in Spanish, but there is no dubbing. Well, with ChatGPT Live, there is a very crazy and interesting way around all of this. You could have a conversation where you speak entirely to another person in another language. They speak back to it in a different language again, and ChatGPT will translate it in real time for both languages. It's crazy. Just check out this demo.
And the model is able to sort of overlap my speech and have these really quick back and forths.
I completely agree. I also really enjoy brainstorming with this model.
But you can even do something similar with movies and videos. So if watching a YouTube video or a TV show in English, you can get ChatGPT Live to near real time, dub it, and translate it into another language for you.
Y aún así entender cómo funciona el aprendizaje de idiomas para mejorar en ese idioma objetivo. Muchos de nosotros sabemos.
I just find this insane, but you could even ask it to speak slower or to try to make the vocabulary easier or more difficult depending on how you're finding it. For this next activity, it is a bit different because instead of just asking it to do a once-off kind of isolated single task, you can actually ask ChatGPT to teach you. So one problem with structured language learning resources such as courses or classes or a textbook, unless you're working with a tutor or a native speaker on it, they could potentially be a little bit too generic, or they're just not able to respond to your feedback and how you are finding it. For example, grammar exercises can't hear that you're constantly making the same mistake. Or on the other hand, grammar exercises can't hear if you're finding it really, really easy. So what if you could combine all of your strengths and weaknesses into one targeted activity? This next powerful way to use it is to pretend that it is a teacher giving you a lesson. So before you go live, you could give it a photo of a textbook that you want to learn, or you could even just ask it to prepare you a 30-minute guided class.
Pretend you are a teacher and I am joining a lesson to work on my Spanish, so please speak clearly and welcome me to the class. Tell me what we're going to do today. I'd like to start with a short, dialogue, and then pick one of the errors that I make within the dialogue to focus on as a grammar point for the lesson, and then give me exercises, then ask me prompting questions to work on that grammar point, and then finish again with a dialogue or a role play at the end.
Claro, bienvenida a la clase. Hoy vamos a empezar con una conversación breve.
But after experimenting with all of these different ways of using ChatGPT Live, there is still one simple thing that I still reach for as my go-to kind of speaking practice that I do by myself. Because I still find a lot of value in brain dumping completely uninterrupted and then taking my own time to go through all of my mistakes and corrections afterwards. And I mentioned this favorite speaking technique as well as 14 other ways you can learn a language with ChatGPT in this video here.